Guys, it's time for a new bullet journal. Hey everyone, how are you all? Hope you're all doing well. I'm so excited to share this video with you because in this one, I'm gonna share my new setup for 2020 for the rest of the year, and I feel like I need it so much. And yeah, I'm just so excited. This year was rough for probably all of us. It's not what we expected. We don't even know what's gonna happen, but at least we can start fresh with a new notebook. That's the control that we currently have, so I'm taking it. If you watched my previous setup, you know that I originally intended to split the year into two and have 6 months and 6 months in two separate Bujos, so it was all planned, but feel free to just start fresh if you need. So this is my previous Bujo. It's Archer and Olive notebook, and I really loved it. It served me so well, so I decided to buy another one, and it's a little bit different, but my thinking was that they are gonna look the same when I'm gonna finish with both of them. This setup is very simple and minimalistic, just the way I like it. I even simplify it more, so for all the minimalistic people out there, this is the video for you. So if after this one you're looking for more inspiration and more details and more spread ideas, go ahead and check my previous video down in the description box. And yeah, I really hope you like it. I'm so excited to share it with you, and without further ado, let's dive into it. So I thought it would be nice to share with you the packaging that Archer and Olive send their notebooks in, and I think it's just super cute. It was already open, so I just put it back together just to share the experience with you. I think it's really nice. This is the A5 size in black with the silver edges, and yeah, I'm a Taurus, so I decided to go with a Taurus one. So moving on to the first thing that I always add to my bullet journal is the key, and I really remember everything by heart, but just in case, I feel like it's nice to have it always right in the beginning of the bullet journal, just as a reminder, just in case. And also it kind of sets the tone, and I just love incorporating it, so that's what I'm doing now. You don't have to use these signs. Some of them I invented myself. Some of them are very standard, the most simple ones you can find online. Just Google it and you'll see all those different signs you can use and incorporate in your bullet journal. I just got used to these simple ones. These are the easiest ones for me to use without thinking about it too much, so that's what I'm doing here. Yeah, already added my name on the right side, so that's pretty much it for this one. Moving on to the second spread. It was really quick, this one. So basically I wanted to incorporate a saying for the beginning of the bullet journal, just because I wanted to set a tone with a mindset, and yeah, basically have a saying that's really impactful for me specifically. So it's something that I will start doing, and I think I will really enjoy looking back and just be inspired or motivated. This one is saying there is no change where there is no action, and it's related to so many things in my life right now, so I decided to definitely incorporate it. It's something that's really relevant for me, so just find something that touches you and add it. I'm telling you, it's so motivating, or just give you something to think about, so I really enjoyed the idea. So So moving on to the first spread, I decided to incorporate some craft paper. I just feel like lately I've been loving it. It adds so much texture and some warmth because I usually, if you know me, I just use black and grays and sometimes gold and silver. So I decided to add a little something and incorporate craft paper. I love how it feels and looks. So yeah, what I'm doing here is basically challenging myself. I wanted to do something creative and special, so I was just playing with the craft paper. I was writing 2020 in the middle. You'll see me in a second writing 2020. And my idea was inspired by origami. So I wanted to somehow give dimension to the letters. So I took my X-Acto knife, and obviously a mat. Be extra careful because it's really dangerous. It's super sharp. And yeah, what I'm doing here is just playing with the numbers and cutting parts of the numbers and folding them over. So I just play with it and decided to work on the bottom part of the numbers, if it makes sense, just so it will look more cohesive. I wasn't sure how it's gonna look like in the end, but I loved it. So I'm definitely planning to try to do more of these in the future. This is so cool. You'll see me folding them over. And yeah, once I was happy with how it turned out, I glued it to my bullet journal, and I think it adds so much depth, and it's so simple and minimalistic, and I just love it so much. It's my favorite part of the spread so far, and it's really set the tone of what I want this Bujo to look like. Very simple but unique, and I want to try more new things, and it's gonna be fun. Lastly, I'm just adding a header in the bottom, writing mid-year and July till December. That's it. Moving on to the second spread, which is my future log. This is a spread that obviously I had before, and I decided that it's something that I definitely need to migrate to this second bullet journal. This is something that, just in case I will leave the house for some reason, I need it to be with me at all times, just to always be able to refer to whatever event, birthdays, or whatever is up. Yeah, it's something that I really enjoy having and always referring back to. So definitely something to migrate, and I'm using the tape just to have a more sharp and nicer corners, basically just a bit more control with my marker. So obviously, as I'm setting it up, I always refer to my previous bullet journal because it has all the information. So basically all I do is just looking back and migrating everything into this one. And yeah, probably with a few extras because things happen and things changed. So that's what I'm doing here. I decided after using this washi tape that it's exactly the color of the craft paper, so I just decided to incorporate it. I think it's really cool and simple and just gives a nice border to the spread, and it's also going to be a lot easier to refer to this spread in the future with these bolder borders. And now I'm adding all these lines for the months just to add a little bit of something. And yeah, I'm gonna write all my events right after this one, but I wanted to keep everything blank for you to just have it as an example. And obviously a lot of the things are personal, so I always like to leave everything blank unless it's something that I think you might be interested in, but feel free to change or add or do whatever you feel like. This is just what I need for my new bullet journal, and hopefully it will inspire some of you. Moving on to the next spread, this is my recap and resolutions spread. So basically, I always like to have a recap of what happened this mid-year. I also did it last year for myself just to understand where I'm standing, so I feel like it was very helpful for me to stop for a second and think about all my goals that I had in the beginning of the year. And obviously a lot of things changed. Pretty much nothing is what we expected, so it's nice to have this moment to reflect and write all your thoughts of everything that you were able to accomplish, or maybe something is no longer relevant or you're not even interested in it anymore. And so this is what my recap is for. I just basically look at my previous resolutions or goals and write my basically comments on it. And my new resolutions is something that is more relevant for these days. What are my goals? What are my resolutions for the rest of the year? And this is really, really important to just stop for a second and think about everything, regroup. This is something that I really recommend you to do. You don't have to do it in your bullet journal. You can just stop and think about it in your mind. But obviously, all the Bujo's people out there, we all like to have everything written down. So it's nice to have an entire spread. And yeah, this is it for this one. It's a very simple idea, but it's something that's probably going to take me the longest to fill in, just because I know it's gonna require a lot of thinking and reflecting, and just I'm looking forward to it. Moving on to the next spread, this is something that's probably not going to be relevant for most of you. This is going to be my YouTube spread. I have a lot of new ideas for videos. I want to set a new goals for myself and have a tracker. This is something that I had also in my previous setup, but it was a lot smaller and it wasn't enough for me. I need more space, so I decided to expand it and get more serious about it, and maybe it will push me to do more. I am very excited because I feel like I got my mojo back, so this is something that I'm excited to fill in. I have a lot of ideas, and if you have any requests, please feel free to leave them down in the comments. I would love to see what you all want to see from me. And yeah, that's what I'm doing here. I decided to add a little bit more craft paper to add a little something. And definitely, if it's something that's not relevant to you, you can look at my previous setup. I had a lot more trackers, a lot more, and these are relevant to all of us. So go ahead and check my previous setup. I'm sure you're gonna find something that will be relevant to you there and something that you will want to try. So check it out. Moving on to the last spread, I decided to add another saying. I know, I can't get enough. I love them. They just keeps me motivated, and I love looking back and referring to them. This one is saying, I'm going to make you so proud, and it's basically a note to self. So I thought it's really cool. There's nothing like self-love, and I really hope you all love yourselves. It's something that I want to really implement in these next 6 months to really be easier on myself and just push myself to do more without too much pressure. And everything that we do is what we can do at that moment, and we just need to love ourselves no matter what. So it's something that's very relevant for me. And yeah, this is it for this one. We're gonna move on to the flip through. Thank you very much for watching. I'm so excited to finally share this video with you, and let me know what you all think down in the comments below. I always like to chat with you and get to know all of you better, so it's always nice. Please go and leave me a comment. Also, let me know if you started a new bullet journal, because I have to know if it's just me or all of us are in the same page. Literally. And as promised, I'm gonna link my other bullet journal videos down in the description box, as well as other links to everything that I use, so definitely go and check it out. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like my videos. It helps me a lot, so I appreciate it. And that's it. I'm gonna see you in the next one very soon. Bye. Hey guys. Oops. I feel like my leaves are attacking me. Can you stop attacking me? Should I move? No, you're just gonna behave, right? What's nice about YouTube is that I'm with my pajama while filming. It's always nice.